Happy New Year! Sony have revealed our PlayStation Plus Essential games for January 2025. The following games are yours to download from Tuesday the 7th at around midday local time. We have a Justice League shooter, a remastered racer, and an absolute classic of all time. It's a great month in my opinion. Please do me a favour and leave me a like, and let's break down January. Game 1, it happened! Here on PS5 is The Suicide Squad, one of 2024's most hated games, and although I totally understand all the criticism, I still think it's worth your time for one thing in particular: the story. We fill the boots of the Suicide Squad, who are tasked with taking down the Justice League, after Brainiac brainwashed them. Batman, The Flash, Green Lantern and Superman are all in your crosshairs, as we freely swap between playable villains here in Metropolis. This open world is filled with side quests and opportunities to upgrade your gear, because at its core this is very much a looter shooter, and although it can feel quite aimless and repetitive at times, sticking to the story missions gives you the best experience, and keep an eye out because Batman is always watching. Each of our anti-heroes plays very much the same as each other as we run and gun around the city, with the method of travel the real thing that sets them apart, like Cap's boomerang he can teleport to, or the Joker's umbrella to float, or stick with the more normal things like Deadshot's jet boosters. If the loot grinding appeals to you, there are increasingly challenging missions to other worlds to fight through. To get the best out of this, I recommend playing as a team and embracing the open city without taking it too seriously. Average review score, 5 out of 10. Game 2 is Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered. The 2010 racer is back for another chase on PS4. This was the Need for Speed that gave us the opportunity to be either the thrill-seeking racer or the cops hot on their heels. Both had campaigns to complete, whether you wanted to be pursued for your reckless speed or want to take down those pesky racers ruining your peaceful city. Street races or patrol routes, choose for yourself as you unlock car after car and paint them all bright pink. Or maybe that's just a me thing. Hot Pursuit still holds up as a great game all these years later, and the extra detail in the remaster really sells the speed. Average score, 8 out of 10. And finally, a game I demand you play: the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. It's essentially a walking simulator as Stanley gets up from his work desk one day. The brilliance is a narrator constantly commenting and suggesting what you should do next, telling Stanley's story, and of course we want to disobey this to see how far the devs went to control our actions, and by simply doing what you are or not told to do becomes a fourth wall breaking masterpiece. You'll spend countless hours trying to outsmart the narrator. One thing I can say is just looking at the footage without any sound really doesn't sell how great this game is, so please trust me on this one. This Ultra Deluxe version of the Stanley Parable also offers a load of new content and even more endings to find, some of which will take a master criminal to uncover. Average review scores about 9 out of 10, making this most definitely the game of the month. So that's our jam for January. What are your thoughts? Happy, sad, delighted, mad? I'm very happy indeed. I think this is a great month for the service, but I'm also the saddo that likes the Suicide Squad game. I'm Adam, you're awesome, it's been a pleasure. See ya!